Listeners, Season 3, Episode 5. If you want to know what it's like being a real estate agent in the Atlanta market, specifically Sandy Springs, how about buying cars, buying high-end sports cars, and making money doing it? A little bit of e-commerce, a little bit of landscaping. We've got Matthew LaMarsh in the building. Drove down from Atlanta this morning. We're really excited for you to listen to this episode. It's going to be a quick break from our developer series. Folks, episode's live right now. Thanks for listening. And we are back, Season 3, Episode 5. And folks, we're going to be talking a little bit about the Atlanta real estate market. I've got a guy here who knows a little bit something about making money buying cars. Matthew LaMarsh, Engel Völkers, real estate, 7 years in the business, deals with some really impressive properties. And we want to talk about what's ahead. We looked at the Atlanta market quite frequently and to see what's going to happen in Augusta. And I thought of this gentleman right here to give us a little bit of that wisdom. Matt LaMarsh in the building, y'all. So how is the Atlanta market? How's the listings? What's going on in Atlanta?
It is slower.
Okay.
Activity just in general is slower. Houses are still selling. And just so everyone knows, 10% of homes sell every year. 10% of people move every year. I don't care if it's Augusta. I don't care if it's Atlanta. I don't care if it's Timbuktu. People move every single year. Mm-hmm. So the excuse of there's not a lot of activity out there, people are still buying and selling houses. Mm-hmm. They're just not doing it with you if it's super slow. So Atlanta right now is very slow, just activity. Mm-hmm. Again, homes are still selling, people are still buying, people are still selling, but activity, by and large, showings are down.
It's been down since 2030. You know, it's been slower. It's a weird thing because it's like people are still paying what they're paying. Yep. It's just they're doing it a lot less.
Correct.
Which is interesting to think about.
Well, my buyers that I'm working with right now are going, man, that house was $150,000 more 6 months ago. They're down now to $600 from $750. Why is that? And I'm like, well, the house didn't lose $150,000 in value. That realtor just overpriced it, or that seller overpriced.
People are still in the mood of still wanting to be aggressive.
Right. Buyers' expectations in the market right now are not met. Mm-hmm. That's the easiest way to put it. So things are generally slow. It is picking up. Mm-hmm. The last 6 months of last year were very, very slow as a whole, activity-wise. But again, people were still moving.
New construction landscape like out there.
Oof, brutal.
Really?
Brutal, yeah. In my area of Sandy Springs, just north of Atlanta, 20 minutes north of Atlanta, there is no more land. So you are tearing something down to rebuild something else. North.
Kate, we gave her a... Actually, it was funny. We traded referrals.
Yeah.
It all happened at the same time. But,
yeah.
I had a little family with the house, and I was like, what's going to happen? She said, we're probably going to sell it for $700K, and they're going to bulldoze it. So I was like, what? She's like, yeah. And so she lists the house. She sells it for like $700K, and they bulldoze it.
Yep.
And she's like, yeah, there's like $3 million properties right around the corner. Yeah. That's what they're doing. I was like, on the street specifically, and I go, that's incredible.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I live in a neighborhood in Sandy Springs where 25% of the neighborhood has seen that already.
Right.
In the last year, in 2025, there were 4 properties that sold, one of them for $738 that they tore down the day they closed.
Do you know how nuts that sounds to people in Augusta right now? Do you know what you bulldoze? You know what you buy lots for that you bulldoze?
It's crazy to me in Sandy Springs. I mean, make no mistake, like tearing any house down. Now, distressed, caving in on itself, one thing.
Right.
But we're talking about like someone was living there.
This is a quality. It needed a big. It would be a gut.
Right.
But it's a quality structure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So just for reference,
it sounds crazy.
Once again, $700,000. You said $738.
Yeah, $738.
Okay. I've got a property on Jackson Road. We went to approach the builder with $25,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
$25,000.
Yeah.
Versus $738,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and what's crazy too, so you're
going to bulldoze this house and they buy the lot for $25,000.
Even if you get outside of Sandy Springs, so East Cobb, Marietta, Kennesaw, Ackworth, like some of these suburbs a little further north outside of the city, those teardown prices aren't as high as Sandy Springs because of the proximity, but they're still happening. 300,000, 400,000. And it's like, I mean, it's just crazy. And that's on an acre lot. So that's prime real estate in Sandy Springs at 738.
Okay.
But the same property in Roswell, Alpharetta, Cumming will probably be $400,000, $500,000, $600,000. But yeah, I know it sounds crazy because it is. But the problem is we aren't building enough homes, starter homes especially, to compensate for those people tearing down a $738,000 house.
So these teardown builders, that's what we get at. These teardown builders in Sandy Springs specifically, they're tearing these things down. They're putting these houses back on the market for a couple million. Are they sitting right now?
A couple of them. The 1.5 to 3 million range right now in Atlanta is very slow. Okay. There's more inventory than there's ever been. It's not excessive to the point that you're like, those houses will never, ever sell. Some of them are overpriced. Again, buyers' expectations are not being met in the market. So if I'm going to go spend $1.5 million,
what are the buyers' expectations?
Well, at $1.5 million to $2 million, $3 million, it's a lot. You know, it's a ton of space. So it's a 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 square foot house that's, if it's not brand new construction, it better be really, really well done. It's probably going to have a pool. It's probably going to have some acreage or at least a good sized lot. Maybe some proximity. You know, commute times are still somewhat important to a lot of people at that level. Not everyone's working from home anymore. So, yeah, 1.5 to 3 million is very slow. And it's slow because we got more inventory than we had in the last 4 years. So everything I say, just like I tell my clients, everything I say today is default. It's non-existent in 2 weeks because the market will reset. So 10 of those homes could sell tomorrow. And now the market's moving again, right? So, but yeah, 1.5 to 3 is really slow, mostly because we have more inventory. They aren't moving as quickly, but also you've got a very different buyer at that level at 1.5, 2 million, $2.5 million. It's got to be perfect, like move-in ready. We're not doing the kitchen. We're not redoing bathrooms. We are moving in and dropping our stuff.
They've got shit to do.
Yeah.
They've got renovating their home costs them more money than anyone else because they're doing things that at that income level, they're doing things that are making them so much money per hour. So it's not just a kitchen renovation. Correct. It's a kitchen renovation plus opportunity costs.
And even the savvy buyers right now that they may look at $1 million home that does need work, and maybe it's a $500,000 kitchen and bathrooms and expansion or adding a 3-car garage or whatever. Okay, well, do they want to spend $1 million and then have to spend another half to get everything on their list? Like, it is an option. It is one way of doing it. It's one way of skinning the cat. But now they've got more options at those price points that they're like, let's just give it a little more time. I mean, my wife and I bought our house in Sandy Springs literally in 2011. Like, prices were coming down, and I'm like, oh, $25,000 off. We just wait another week. And then more houses will be on the market and they'll be cheaper. You know, it was the opposite of what happened during COVID, where prices were going up. So you take your time, you make a good decision based on the information you got. That's as good as you can do as a buyer.
Excellent. So, all right, let's talk about the cars.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your marketing. Let's talk about how you do. So you really integrate your passion for fine sports automobiles. I'm scared to say the name of the car company because I get corrected every time.
2 syllables. Yeah, you got it.
It's Porsche.
It is.
It's not Porsche. It's Porsche.
If you ask the Germans, yeah,
Porsche. Tell me about all that.
Yeah. I mean, probably
where did it come from?
Pretty typical story. Childhood poster on the wall.
Okay.
Red 1986 911 convertible, like just and
that the big black wing on the back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you have the same one?
No, I just know what it looked like.
Okay, got it.
I played Gran Turismo a lot.
Okay, you got it. Yeah. So, and this was not a poster like a 36 by 24. This was like a wall poster, like back in the day. Huge. I mean, it was in my face every day as a kid. And I was like, we're gonna do that. Okay. Somehow, some way. Asked my parents, like, how do we get there? A lot of hard work.
Yeah.
I grew up in a very lower middle class family. Porsches were not common around our family. It was not expected or normal to see one of those in our neighborhood growing up. And so I was like, all right, well, one day it'll happen. A buddy of mine worked for Porsche in Atlanta for a little while and was like, hey, here's a hot tip for you. These cars are about to go up in value. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Cars go down. I worked at an automotive dealership. Cars only go down.
Right.
That's why Chevy.
What year is this?
Like a rock, they go down in value, right? That's like a Dave Ramsey thing. So
God,
they depreciate.
Don't pay for your car so you can pay me to tell you to not pay for your car. I'm Dave Ramsey.
So I knew cars went down in value, but this whole new concept of cars going up, I was like, okay, tell me more. He's like, I just bought this car that is $16,000 and now it's worth 25. And I'm like, come again? If inside of a year? Like, that sounds like real estate to me.
Yeah.
What's going on? So before I got into real estate, Porsches came before real estate, everyone. You do not get your license and all of a sudden, that's not how this works, right? Just to dispel any myths out there. But in 2015, I bought my first 911. It was a 1986 red.
You got it.
Not convertible.
Okay.
But honestly, you mature, you learn. Convertible is not me. I'm not a convertible guy. I'm losing.
It's cool. The first.
I'm losing some hair up here. You can't really see it on camera, but yeah, convertible is no good for me. So, red coupe though, beautiful car. Bought it from a guy in Nashville. Saved up money for 3 years as I'm launching this lawn and landscaping business, as we're growing young family. But again, my beautiful wife said, you know what, this has always been a dream of yours. You've been saving for, you've been looking, you've been researching, they're going up in value. What's the downside? And I'm like, exactly. Yeah. So we go buy the car, we bring it back, me and my brother from Nashville, and enjoyed that car for about 5 years.
This is a classic car though that's going up in value.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking, if you buy a new Porsche today, it's probably not going to go up in value, or
they'll hold.
Hold. They're holding.
It's an investment property. You might make a little bit of money. You might break even. You may lose a little bit. Like for me, the cars, just so we're clear, the cars are not a definition of me. Like if I got put into a financial place where we had to sell that car, I wouldn't love it, but I'd do it. You got to do what you got to do with your family, right? And with little ones now, especially, like you would do just about anything you had to provide, right?
It's fun. But you also did drive up today in the Range Rover. So you got to have a little bit more space for the kids.
That's right. Yeah. And the dogs and the traveling. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, bought that first car. I think I got it for like $19,000, which was more than my buddy paid, but it was still a good enough deal. Did a little bit of work to it here and there, nothing crazy, no like transmission out or engine out or anything like that. But spent a couple $1,000s over that 5 years taking care of it and putting new tires on it and maintaining it. In 2020, sold it for $35,000.
Boom.
So $16,000 to enjoy a car that I dreamed about having.
Yeah. And you make a profit.
And to make money. Like this is it's a no-brainer. Let's go do that again. Yeah. Consulted with a couple other new Porsche friends that I met through the world of Porsches and cars and, this kind of investment vehicle, if you will, literally. And a lot of them were like 2007 to like 2012 911 turbos, the last manual turbo, 6-speed. And of course, now they're not making many manual cars. Porsche's fortunately still doing it, and BMW. So, but I was like, okay. That's interesting. And Porsche people are very weird, most of them, about their cars. They're very finicky. There's the purists, and then there's like the new age kind of, we'll modify it, we'll wrap it in a wild color, You got the Instagram influencers and all that type of stuff. I'm kind of in between. I've modified mine, but it's still very pure.
It's still Porsches with like nothing in them but motors and the GT3.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a shell that you're going to die in, but it's really fast.
Yeah. It's a race car with a license plate is what it is, really, truly.
There's like no HVAC.
Yeah. And you pay extra.
Yeah. And there's too much weight. That adds too much weight.
That's right. So I did a bunch of research. I found, 2007, 8, 9, 10 turbos are going up in value. I'm looking at the sales from 12 months ago. This is CMA in real estate, right? This is exactly what we do every single day. And then you add in the eBay layer, and I'm so dangerous on these platforms now,
right?
Because I know how all these things add up. So I started doing all this research. They're selling for this a year ago. Now they're selling for this, and the projections are this. And I'm like, this is a no-brainer. We're about to do it again. But I wanted to enjoy it as well. I wanted to drive it. I wanted to experience the relationships and the other cars and the different specs and the company as a whole on so many different fronts, and I got that when I bought the new car. So June of 2020, right in the middle of COVID, we're all masked up on a plane, and I fly out to Denver, Colorado to look at a car, and the guy had bought it a couple years prior. He was the second owner, never registered. He did a ton of work to it, but he never got a tag for it. He was just like, I got too many other projects going on right now. There was a chip in the windshield that he didn't tell me about, so I negotiated a little bit. I couldn't let him, so did that. But yeah, bought the car, shipped it back, and had it delivered in July of 2020. And that's the new one for now, at least. It's 6 years old to me, at least.
Where do you think the value's at today?
So gosh, about that car for like high 40s, 47, 48. My guy thinks around 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good deal.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're just gonna enjoy it. You're just enjoying it.
Yeah. Again, it's an object. Like at the end of the day, I love driving the car. It's the people I've met through the Porsche world and having this passion. I mean, I've done business obviously with a ton of them. Never expected. In fact, we go on a drive and they're like, "Hey, so tell me about the real estate market." I'm like, "Can we get coffee on Monday? I'd love to like do the car thing today if that's possible."
Well, I'd like to know. I'd like to know you're curious.
Yeah. Should I sell my house? Let's talk about that on Monday. I'm here to do the car thing. But no, I met some incredible people, and the cars are a cool connector. It's a common denominator, right? Just like golf, just like sports, just like your team, just like the dogs, just like everything else. It's a common denominator. And if we've got that in common with our clients, prospective clients, people that are in our sphere that we don't know yet, it could be that ignition point. It could be that spark that starts an amazing relationship. So yeah, the cars are cool. Again, if worst came to worst and I had to sell it to provide my family, a car would be so fast out the garage you wouldn't know what happened, and people would be really, really confused about it. But the other thing for me is it's a passion, it's an investment. But honestly, for me, it's a cool tool to be able to tell stories. Like, I'm a debt-free guy, and not because of Dave Ramsey, but I just believe in it, and I don't go buy cars that I can't afford. I buy them cash. I'm not one of these Instagram influencers that's leveraged to his eyeballs. I believe in the stuff that I talk with my clients about every single day about smart investments. And most people would say, how is this guy driving a Porsche talking about smart investments? But I just told you it's gone up in value, and it's a passion that even if it didn't make money, I would still have a great time doing it, so it's cool though. That's cool.
Well, I'm putting it out into the universe slowly but surely. It's going to come this year. Do you know what my dream car is?
Okay, let's hear it.
1998, and there's a reason. It's the last year GMC put the 2500 badge on the side of a diesel Suburban.
Oh.
It is 1998.
This is very niche.
It is.
Yeah.
I won a 1998 Georgia Bulldog red square body.
Yes.
2500 HD diesel Suburban, and I want to jack that son of a bitch up.
How many of these did they make?
Not many.
Okay,
not many.
I can't imagine they did. Yeah,
it's about a $50,000 for like one that's pristine.
Yeah.
And like everything's been reupholstered and stuff, but like kept. It is what I want to pull around my kids. I want to be the guy that takes all the kids to the games from the travel team.
Yeah.
Or the golf or whatever whatever Rex wants to get into.
Yeah.
And so that's what I want.
I love it.
I just want the diesel.
Have you manifested the pulling up to a Georgia tailgate in that yet?
We're working on the RV for that. Okay, yeah, I want a 2-prop plane, an RV, and my diesel bus. Those are my wife's like, you keep moving the goalposts. Well, no, the goalposts have always been there. That's just what's in the goalposts.
That's right.
So those 3 things. Once I have those, I'm good. I can relax. Till then. But this year might be the year we get it.
Okay.
I'm excited. Nice. We'll see.
That's awesome.
We will see. So Matt, we are going to close us out here. So thank you for
of course
all the insight.
Of course.
But we ask everybody on the show, 2026 coming up. What are our big goals? What are we most excited about for the Atlanta market? Just real estate in general, meta stuff.
Yeah.
Macro stuff, meta macro. What are we looking forward to?
Yeah. So for me, as it relates to real estate, I mean, I always put a big goal out there. I think my grandfather said it best: you shoot for the moon you miss it, you still land among the stars, right?
Mm.
Like I've always had a big goal. I've always tried, we're competitive individuals. We see what's going on in the market. We only want to improve. We only want to get better. And so I have a big goal for 2026. But what I'm most excited about is hopefully a more normal market.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the last 5 years, I've only been licensed for 7 years, but for the last 5 of it, it has felt like a Japanese train,
Mm-hmm.
300 miles an hour in every direction, very little organization. Now a lot of the, like lawsuit and NAR and all that stuff has slowed some of the things down,
Mm-hmm.
but it hasn't changed my business. It hasn't changed the core competencies of what I do every single day, right? I think it's been a lot of noise, honestly. I'm looking for a quiet, normal market. I want normal buyers and normal sellers to come into the market, and I want them to transact. I want my first time home buyers to be able to go out and find a home.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say a $250,000 home in Sandy Springs. I said a normal home for what their budget is and what's normal in the market right now. Because no one's been talking about a normal market for over 5 years.
No.
It has been, at least in Atlanta, a seller's market for going on 7 years now, as long as I've been licensed.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what it's like to be a licensed realtor in Atlanta, Georgia, in a buyer's market or a balanced market. I would like to have a nice balanced market. That would be amazing. And I think we're going to see it. If you've got, a ton of sellers right now that are like, I would buy something tomorrow if I could find it in that area at this price, they will see it
Mm-hmm.
in a balanced market.
Yep. Okay. We're looking forward to a balanced market in 2026.
Gosh, I hope so.
I like it. Matt, man, thanks for coming on and sharing your
Absolutely.
wisdom, just talking about what you do. It's a good story.
For sure.
It's a good story. It's good to hear. Some good lessons there. What's if someone wants to reach out to you and just talk to you about what you got going on, what's a good way to contact you?
Instagram is probably the easiest. Just give me like a day or two to find it in the message request if you're not following me yet. But at Matt.LaMarsh, LaMarsh, just like it sounds.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you.
Of course. Thank you.